That's gonna leave a mark.
Everyone had been raving about Gamera Rebirth. What an adventure it is. Let you guys know what you're in for. Here is the rundown of episode 1 of Gamera. Most people know Gamera as a Godzilla knockoff from the early 1965 movie. But in the 2023 Netflix rendition, he's got a new skin. So we start off with these people descending into this dark area because it always ends well. It always starts with somebody going innocently into some very dark nook of the earth and expecting not to uncover any weird pocket layers that may have strange organisms lurking inside them. Why is he asking what happened? As soon as I hear people screaming like that, like a blood-curdling scream, my butt is out of there. I'm not stopping to ask questions. I will get to the surface as quickly as possible and send down help, and then try to ascertain what the hell is going on. Because if there's something out there that's making you guys scream like this, obviously it's something that I cannot help you with. And then there's multiple ones screaming, like no. We focus on these 3 main characters. The only person's name I know is Joe, the one in the middle that sounds like he's 10 years older than they are, and the one who can't ride a bicycle, and then Chucky Finster, or the knockoff version of him. They have a cute little place inside a tree where they gather together and they're trying to see if they have enough money to buy some machine. I swear for the early portion of this, it seems as though Joe is only interested in whether or not Glasses Kid wants to pee. I'm not even kidding, the amount of times he mentions it is just ridiculous.
んだよ、しょんべんか？漏らすなよ。
やっぱりちょっと。
んだよ、やっぱしょんべんか。
カシって知ってます？
は？デリ？
明日何時に集まるの？
はいよ。
おしっこは？
あ、11。それお前しょんべんは？
Why is he so obsessed? Relax, bro. He's acting like if that kid doesn't pee, that his whole life is gonna be over. It's just so freaking bizarre. Come on, daddy. I wanna see you do it. Freaking nasty, I swear. Anyway, this turtle is stuck, and the non-bicycle rider guy is like, I'm gonna go help him even though I can't swim. Turtle's freaking out like, help me! They end up saving the turtle. It looks like it's freaking strung out on crack or something. It looks like the freaking undead. Nasty. Like, I'm sorry, if I see a turtle like that, it's probably infected or something. Like, look at that. Ugh. They're saying that the turtle's really big. I'm guessing that they don't have turtles that get over a certain size, because we have turtles that are really, really huge. I mean, I don't know. They're saying it's a species that's never been discovered before, not considering that they probably don't know everything there is to know about organisms, and it's probably one that they've never seen before, but oh well. I'm also guessing at this point, because they made a big deal about that, something's gonna happen with that turtle later, and it's gonna remember that it was saved by them.
おかえりなさい。
Mom?
What the hell is that? Why the hell is that? What the hell's going on? What the hell?
Bro, if I had a mom that looked like another incarnate of Jeffrey Dahmer, I wouldn't want to come home either. We find out that Joe had lost his mother recently. I guess his father's not doing too well. Chucky Finster is into cryptids and all that jazz. And you can tell just looking at his room, he's into a whole bunch of research into the cosmos and monsters. And they make him this way for a reason, so he can identify the kaiju when they finally appear.
Oh, fuck.
Even though they focus a lot on the kids in this, it's not totally terrible because it's kind of like the Stranger Things type of vibe. Even though they're kind of on the edge with the uncanny valley here, especially with Joe, looking like his hair is made of leaves or feathers. His head looks like the freaking Chucky doll. It's just very odd watching them sometimes in the way they move. Kind of is me out. I know, that's not a real word, but you know what I mean. This scene is so freaking wild because they have all the money they need to go buy their stuff and they just happen to bump into some much larger American people. And you know they're Americans because they even say they're Americans. They're bigger and beefier, blonde and blue-eyed or black or Caucasian looking. And it's heavy on that too because one of them's eating a freaking hot dog with relish on it. I mean, they couldn't be any more on the nose if they were a booger. Of course, the Americans bully the poor Japanese kids. And this guy named Brody, the most like American name you could find, is like, you gotta pay your taxes so we can protect you. And apparently he's American because he's always eating fast food. It's just so on the nose.
で、こいつらやっぱりバカ？米ばっか食ってるから。1000年くらい脳みそ栄養失調。
What he say?
It's what Americans do.
日本の皆さんに失礼だろって笑っちゃうわな。
Oh, and don't worry, it keeps going.
ねえ。
ほう？
Why do they all look cattle fed or fish fed? What's the terminology again? When people are too big and they live in the country. Grass-fed? Whatever. Of course, the Americans steal their money. After they fight back, after saying a lot of prejudiced things, they tuck their tail in between their legs, and they leave, minus all the money they spent a year saving. Then the tiniest kid is like, no? We spent our whole year... Why am I talking like that? No, we spent our whole year saving up this money. I can't even give him a normal voice, because he just looks... Wait, why is Chucky Finster the only one who didn't fight? Well, at least they were fair. I thought they would have beat up all of them. How does it look when one of the friends comes home looking spanking clean, and the other ones look like they just came from war? So there's a montage of them planning to get their money back and putting chili pepper and sauce and making stuff out of it, I guess? You could almost play that stupid song that they play in movies whenever there are montages of people trying to do stuff and learn. What I want, you got, and it might be hard to handle. As the group of friends are looking for Brody and the other Americans, they see a helicopter going by telling everyone that they need to evacuate. Now this is hot on the news and everything, and I guess I'm gonna assume that they don't have cell phones, so...
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have.
Otherwise, why wouldn't their parents be trying to reach them? It's kind of hard to point out the time period of this show, but for convenience sake, let's just say they don't have cell phones. Which is why they're freaking outside playing with each other.
We outside!
They go into the Gamer Square because I guess they heard that's where Brody hangs out. My thing is, who told them that? Never see them talking to anyone else or any other kids, so it would have been nice to know where they got that information. They creep up on them like a bunch of raptors, and Brody's like, you want another beating, bro? The little one's like,
hey, shut the fuck up, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
And they're like, we're gonna burn everybody down in this building, including ourselves.
It's about to go down.
Kudos to the American people, though, because they were ready to fight fire with fists. That's so disappointing. I would have loved to see how that would have gone down. When everyone goes outside, they realize that there's bigger things at stake. Look how much bigger they are than everyone else. And then I swear to God, they do the Americans so dirty in the show. It's so comical. I'm not even American and I feel insulted. You go to a rooftop and see the world burning. Apparently, these things have grown super big and have been attacking Japan. So the kids are like, oh shit, those are big-ass birds attacking people and killing people as well. American forces, of course, are not doing very well. No, we don't look strong anymore. Meanwhile, we have some guys somewhere else analyzing some strange particles. Every time we get these tank scenes, it seems like an update for the viewer. I absolutely love this girl, even though I can only see her eyes, mouth, and nose. She's so cute.
I need more bullets! No, big stranger. Come on, sir. Let's go to the gym, buddy. Let's go to the gym, buddy. Let's go to the gym, buddy. Hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista, baby.
Right now!
Chucky Finster mentions to his friends that the things that are attacking are Thunderbirds. Then the American bully's like, I'm still gonna beat your asses, have you forgotten? Because yeah, that's really what he'd be thinking at a time like this. So as they're all running for their lives, these things just chase them, and they replay a scene from out of Jurassic Park. I mean, it's almost shot for shot. Maybe it's because I've watched Jurassic Park so many times, but tell me this doesn't look like the raptor forcing open the door and trying to come in and walking like this from this angle. As they're also doing the crawly thing, it's crawling by them while they're crawling in the opposite direction. And then you have the scene where the two freaking birds are cornering the kids. You think they're about to die, all three of them, and then something much larger saves the day. Tired of bitch-ass birds. Oh, what's up, guys? I remember you. We know that Gamera is gonna save the world, or at least Japan. Of course, they show the Americans cowering in fear and totally beside themselves. The main characters save the bully Americans. This is scary, bro. After the friends run away, the other American friends leave their friend there because, you know, Americans ain't got no loyalty. And he's like, guys, help me. I can't stand up by myself. Don't worry, the main characters will save him. Got that hip action going on. What the hell's going on there? It looks so awkward. The American guy faints after Gamera saves them again. And this is the look he has on his face. I swear to God. And then they're like, look, he peed himself. We actually get some really good fight scenes from Gamera and the Thunderbirds, and at least, you see, this is how it's done. When there's a fight scene between the two monsters, they're not cutting back constantly to the freaking kids or human characters. They can still be a main element of the story. While the monsters are fighting, we're able to just see them fighting without any cut, and it is a glorious fight. This Dragon Thunderbird thing really held its own. Now, the American reinforcements do come, but they're attacking Gamera because they don't know that he's an enemy.
They're dumb as rocks.
This is a great shot, and instead of Gamera just pummeling all of them, he's like, no, I don't want to hurt the humans, so I'm gonna fly away, even though, how would I know humans are flying those jets? So our main character, the Japanese kids, are like, what's wrong with you, bro? And the American guy, while he sits in a pool of his own piss, just stares out into space.
Sin City was a mafia.
I swear to goodness, the hits just keep on coming. The amount of shots this show takes at Americans is just so unambiguous that it feels as though it's freaking personal. And it just keeps going.
ダメかも。
屈強な肉体とは裏腹にメンタル弱めですね。
A news reporter lady comes to get them. Some guy that looks like Chris Pine shows up as well. You don't believe me? Boom. Look at the uncanniness. Look at that. They want to know about the gigantic bird that attacked them. The Gaios. And that there is the end of episode 1 of Gamera. The show is amazing. Some people have some mixed reviews about it. Like it's too heavily centralized on the kids, which I can understand, but the least I could say is they at least make the human characters interesting. Like for the movies, most of the time, the human scenes are very annoying, but at least King of the Monsters did a much better job at that, except for when they were fighting. It's already bad enough that the scene's freaking dark, but then on top of that, not being able to see the monsters clearly, now you have it constantly cutting back and forth to the humans. Godzilla vs. Kong movie seemed to rectify that, even though most of the scenes were in the dark as well. And that's all people want to see. If the kaiju are not going to be on screen for the majority of the time, at least give us a payoff whenever they are on screen. Make the experience and the money be worth something, bro. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.